The dialogue attracted officials from the Uganda Human Rights Commission, security agencies, survivors of torture and civil society to reflect on Uganda's progress in preventing torture. Members of the Torture Survivors Association say delayed compensation, weak accountability and inadequate rehabilitation continue to deny victims justice years after being tortured.
UHRS has had a tradition of awarding grossly inadequate and unjust compensation incommensurate with the gravity of the torture meted out to the complainants.
The association says nearly 90% of victims awarded compensation by the Uganda Human Rights Commission have waited more than 5 years for payment.
Some of our members' files have remained pending for between 5 and 15 years until some lost interest or passed away before the tribunals rendered a decision or ruling.
And you find that where compensation is given by the institution, these compensations are in installments, and you find that the grievous harm that is done to the complainant is not catered for.
The association is demanding increased funding for the Commission, quicker payment of awards, and stronger social and economic rehabilitation programs for the survivors.
Many of our members lost employment because of torture-induced disabilities, while others, especially those who faced politically motivated torture, continue to suffer social stigma and have been unable to secure re-employment.
Survivors also questioned the government's commitment to fighting torture, accusing authorities of failing to hold perpetrators accountable.
So we wonder where these security officers, when they torture other people, is it very okay to be promoted? Because that is what is happening in our community.
We desire a world free of human rights violations, but since we think differently, some duty bearers and rights holders alike, they end up violating people's rights.
The Uganda Human Rights Commission acknowledges that torture remains one of the country's leading human rights violations, despite a decline in reported cases.
From 2020, the caseload was over 3,000. It went down to 2,000 and then 1,000 something. But right now we are at 642 cases. As of last year, the tribunal has disposed of 131 cases. 25 cases were awarded and 106 were dismissed or closed.
Meanwhile, the Attorney General's chambers blamed delayed compensation on limited government funding, saying payments are made according to available resources.
And there is an amount of money that is approved by Parliament for such. So we can only work within what is available to us.
Uganda Prison Service and the UPDF highlighted human rights training and internal accountability mechanisms introduced to prevent torture in the institutions.
When prisoners have complaints, they bring their complaints to the Human Rights Committee, like I mentioned, and the Human Rights Committee forwards the complaints. If he can't address them, then he forwards the complaints to the Commissioner General.
Then we have gone ahead in our training in schools, training schools, from the basic military training school up to now to the highest, which is the National Defense College. We have incorporated the syllabus of human rights training.
The dialogue, however, ended in disagreement after some activists accused the Commission of blocking participants from discussing specific torture cases and naming alleged perpetrators.
People are speaking with both sides of the mouth, scared to speak about the elephant in the room. There's basically a lot of self-censorship. Others could be speaking to defend for their jobs.
One of the things that we had said is that we are not going to name specific cases because we are addressing this subject in its totality.
If there are no specific cases, I hand over the microphone.
We take your feedback.
But let me tell you,
thank you for,
if we can't name specific cases, it is coming to your door.
Rules that we are not going to name specific cases. We have all of these cases ongoing, and it interferes with our ability to move forward with them, and I request for our understanding in that.
I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Weekend Edition.